So you're saying Hamas, the people fighting for Palestine, are
They're
trying to
not
kill
fighting for
Palestinians?
Palestine. They fucked Palestine over. Why have they not built a single shelter for people in Gaza?
Got a point. Yeah, but I'm just saying you have some of our hostages.
They're not hostages. They're prisoners.
They're hostages.
You can call them whatever you want, but they're prisoners.
I'll always go out. They're hostages.
Why? Because it makes the situation equivalent?
OfficialSaharTV. OfficialSaharTV. Let's go. Protect the Jews, fight the lies, can't you see? Debunk the hate, bring the peace, we're the key.
Hey guys, before watching the video, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and comment on the video so the video could reach a wider audience. Enjoy the video.
Where are you from?
Israel.
That's nice.
Where are you from?
America.
Terrific.
Yes.
What have you heard about my country lately?
That your fucking president's getting arrested?
Prime Minister. And he's not getting arrested. The ICC has issued arrest warrants for him and Yoav Gallant.
Why is he not going to get arrested then?
Because the ICC has no jurisdiction in Israel.
I think they'll get him.
I mean, I think the ICC accusation is bullshit, to be honest.
I think they have a reason, though.
I mean, do you know what they're accusing them of?
No.
Starvation
Yes.
as a way to fight, which is BS because they've provided more than 20,000 humanitarian aid trucks.
But they also blocked humanitarian aid trucks.
All the aid trucks make their way into Gaza, and then the people stealing it is Hamas. Why don't they blame Hamas for the crimes that they blamed Benjamin Netanyahu and Gallant?
There's videos of Israel IDF shooting the humanitarian aid trucks and making sure they don't get into Gaza.
There's actually videos of IDF shooting Hamas stealing humanitarian aid trucks. Have you seen this video? Of Hamas taking the humanitarian aid trucks?
Yeah, you know where they're taking them?
For themselves. They're stealing the humanitarian aid trucks. Israel provided 100 aid trucks. Only 10 made it there to the civilians. 90 were stolen by armed gangs. Why is my prime minister blamed for starving a population when Hamas does that, not Israel? Israel provides the humanitarian aid trucks.
Actually, technically America does, but...
No, it's actually Israel. And in no war in history has a country ever provided the enemy with aid. Ever. Yet we still do it. Also,
yeah, but you also did close the water.
Do you know how much water Israel provides to Gaza? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, but I know, I understand.
How much?
But that was also an agreement when the Israelis came into Palestine.
What's the percentage? What's the percentage?
Not sure off the top of my head.
When you're saying that Israel shuts off the water, it means that we're shutting off all the water, but Israel only provides 13% of the water. So if Israel shuts off 13%, where's the rest?
What, the 87%?
Yes? Where's that?
In Israel?
Egypt is providing the rest, and in Gaza, there's an aquifer for water. You probably want to know what happened with the aquifer and all of the water infrastructure. Hamas took it and used it for missiles. All the pipes.
So you're saying Hamas, the people fighting for Palestine, are trying to kill Palestinians?
They're not fighting for Palestine. They fucked Palestine over. Why have they not built a single shelter for people in Gaza?
Got a point. I'm not Palestinian and I'm not Israeli.
No, I know you're not Palestinian, and you look like an intelligent guy. You're just being misinformed by the media. The ICC, it's the first time in history that they issued an arrest warrant for leaders in a democratic country in history. They haven't issued an arrest warrant for the people from the leaders of Iran. No arrest warrant to the people of Hezbollah. No arrest warrant for the Houthis who've been firing rockets since October 8th. Nothing. Only to the leaders of Israel and a dead guy from Hamas, Mohammadef. What the hell is this? Don't you see the bias?
This is my opinion. I think both countries are in the wrong.
Why?
Well, actually, I don't even think technically Palestine's not really even doing anything because Palestine, they don't even have their own military. They don't have their own government. They really don't have anything.
Yes, they do.
They have their own government?
Hamas was elected in 2006.
That's a terrorist group, I thought.
They have a political group of Hamas with Ismail Haniyeh, and you had Muhammad Def. All of them were a part of the political movement of Hamas, and they were elected in 2006.
Okay. Sorry, I was wrong there.
No, but I'm just saying they do have a government in Gaza. Israel completely left in 2005.
Okay, what about West Bank?
The West Bank has the Palestinian Authority as per the Oslo Accords that was legally signed by the Palestinian Authority. There's Area A, Area B, and Area C. Area A fully controlled by the Palestinian Authority. Area B, both Palestinian Authority and Israel. Area C, only Israel. It was signed legally by the Palestinian Authority and Israel. So they do have a government. They don't like their government, but that's not the point. I'm saying I want the people.
Well, where I think Israel's wrong is killing women and babies.
But that happens in every war.
Still, that's what I'm saying. Wars are fucked up.
No, war is fucked up. We both agree on that. But
that's how countries make money.
No, that's not why Israel is fighting in Gaza right now. Israel is fighting in Gaza because we still have 101 hostages in Gaza that they're not willing to release, despite the fact that we put on the table more than 30 ceasefire
Don't
opportunities.
worry. Your guy Trump is coming now.
I know. That's good. It's good.
I hope he doesn't end Palestine. I hope he doesn't kill it.
I don't think he's gonna kill it. I think we're gonna sign a peace deal with Saudi Arabia, and then we're gonna send a third party group from Saudi Arabia to control Gaza. That's what I hope that's gonna happen. Because then it's Muslim on Muslims and not Jews on Muslims, which they're so against apparently.
Well, it just doesn't work out.
It doesn't work
Hasn't
out
worked out
because Islam cannot be dominated by a different religion.
It won't work out.
I know it won't work out. That's why I think Saudi Arabia needs to come. But I'm still trying to understand, why do you say that Israel is in the wrong? If Israel was invaded on October the 7th...
Because they're killing babies.
But that happens in every war. Israel doesn't
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't mean they have to do it.
No, Israel doesn't do it deliberately. In war, people die. When you collapse a building after warning civilians, it makes sense that people will die. It's horrific, but it happens in every war. Russia, Ukraine, babies also died. Do you hate Ukraine and Russia? Both of them killed babies.
I don't like them.
Okay, do you have the same hate towards them as you do to Israel?
I don't have any hate towards Israel.
You don't? Okay, that's good.
I have no hate towards anybody.
No, but you have some.
Actually, no, I do. I have hate against two places. Armenia and Greece.
Why is that?
I just don't like them.
You don't like them?
And I don't like the Kurdish group.
The Kurdish group.
Yes.
Well, I think the people of Greece are really nice. I don't know what you have against Greece, but that's your own situation. Do you have a kafia on the chair? What is that? That's just the cover. Is it a kafia?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Do you know what it represents in Palestinian culture?
No, I don't.
Resistance, violence, intifada.
Oh. Yeah, I have one here too.
Oh, you have the Jordanian and you have the Palestinian.
Palestinian.
Yeah, the red one is Jordanian.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But are you a Muslim by chance?
Yeah, I am.
So do you think maybe that's why you don't like Israel?
I never said that. Remember I told you. I have nothing against Israel. I have nothing against Palestine.
Okay, so...
Or Hamas.
So you live in the United States, I'm assuming.
Yes, so it doesn't really involve me.
If Mexico, and that's why you made the comment about Trump. Now it's clicking, but if Mexico would have invaded the United States and used...
The United States would have won 10 seconds.
No. And they would have taken hostages into the heart of Mexico, into the favelas or whatever, I don't know exactly what's in Mexico. And they would have raped women, they killed people, they burned people alive, and they would have said that is going to be their goal every single year, to invade America and do it every single year until America is obliterated. What would you expect America to do?
Obviously, we'd have to go to war.
Okay, so that's what Israel is doing.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Yeah.
But I understand.
We never wanted to go to war with...
I'm not a biased person. My opinion, like I said, what I think, in my opinion, is that they're both in the wrong.
But I want you to tell me why you're saying because what? Because they kill babies?
Yes, they're both doing it.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen on purpose from the Israeli side.
I mean, how can you accidentally kill a baby, especially 40,000?
Okay, let's talk about the 40,000 because that's another interesting point. How many of them are Hamas?
Babies?
No. I'm asking you, how many of the 40,000 are Hamas, according to
No,
Israel?
I'm saying like 40,000 babies died.
No, what? No, they're claiming that 70% of the death toll is women and children. That's what they're claiming.
Okay.
They're not talking about babies. But I'm asking you, out of the 40,000, 43,000 that they reported to the Gaza Health Ministry, how many of them are Hamas?
I'll say,
According to what Israel said, not what you think.
I don't know. I don't know that.
Israel claims about 18 to 20,000 in a year of warfare. Okay?
Okay.
What is in a population of 2.2 million Gazans? You know what's the death rate daily? If there's no war, how many people die every single day in a population of 2.2 million people?
You tell me.
42 people approximately every day.
Okay.
42 people times 412 is more than 17,000 deaths, natural deaths, and they're being calculated towards the death toll of Gaza. So 17,000 plus 18,000 is more than 35,000 people dead. Now we have 8,000 left. And these could be innocent civilians. But in war, that is nothing. It's nothing. It's minuscule.
Yeah, but there's no proof that 17,000 or 18,000 people died.
And there's no proof that 40,000 are innocent civilians. Israel
I never
claims,
said 40,000, obviously. But Israel's excuse is that when they kill the babies and the women,
they don't kill the
is that
babies.
they were trying to get to Hamas.
Yeah, but they don't kill the babies on purpose. When Hamas uses a building as a military base to fire rockets from, or schools to fire rockets from, or hospitals to fire rockets from, it automatically turns into a legitimate military target. As long as Israel warns the civilians before bombing, it's a legitimate military target, according to all international law. If we take all measures to do it, to warn civilians and minimize civilian casualties, it's legitimate. And then if babies are inside, and Israel warned the faculty, facility, everyone, and they still keep the babies and the children and the women inside, which is exactly what they want, because they want people to get emotional. They want them to get upset. They want them to get angry. So they react the way you react, which I understand, by the way. It's a beautiful way of propaganda. That's how you do propaganda. Why don't you build shelters for the people of Gaza? In the case of a war, they could be saved. Why don't you let the civilians go into the 700 kilometers of tunnels that you built for yourself and your team, but not... Because I know the 2.2 million people can fit in 700 kilometers of tunnels. Why don't you let them go inside? Protect themselves. Because they want civilians to die. They want you to see death and destruction. They want you to get emotional.
Yeah, but you have to admit this. Israel did push Palestine's buttons for...
Can you tell me which buttons? Which buttons they pushed?
Like, they were just... Like, it's an American term, an English term.
No,
like, you're
I know what you mean. We annoyed them.
Yeah.
How did we annoy them?
Just... There's always been a war. And not just October 7th. There's always been a war.
Since 2005, when Israel left the Gaza Strip, literally took people from their homes, every single Jew from Gaza, the only people who started firing rockets towards Israel were the Gazans. Since 2005, the only people to start a war with Israel first were the Gazans, never Israel. Now, Egypt has a stronger fence on Gaza. Why don't they attack Egypt? Because they're also Muslims? Why don't they attack Egypt? Egypt doesn't let anything in or out. Why don't they attack Egypt?
Egypt did let Palestinian immigrants in.
They did not let Palestinian immigrants in, and if they did, they had to pay $10,000 per person to go inside.
Actually, that's not true, because I know Egyptian people.
Okay.
And I know someone whose dad is an Egyptian immigrant.
I talked to Palestinians from Gaza. What do they raise money for? They raise money so they can evacuate through Egypt, so they can pay money for the government. They always raise $10,000, $15,000, so they can salvage as many people as they can. But you have to pay the Egyptian government, and they split it with Hamas. That's how it works. Egypt is corrupt. Israel has let more Palestinian workers to cross the border from Gaza to Israel every single day than Egypt. Israel paid them well, very well. Why did they attack Israel and not Egypt? I see your wheels turning. I see them turning.
Just saying, it doesn't. Like I said in the beginning, though, it doesn't really involve me. I'm Turkish.
It's fine. I like Turkey. I've been there many times, but it's still. I want to get to the place of common sense that you understand and say, yeah, that is wrong. Why did they not attack Egypt?
You're right. They didn't attack because they're Muslim.
So, do you think this is a religious war?
It is, and there's always been a religious difference, and there's always been one religion that's pissed off at the other.
You know,
there have been Jews that are racist towards Muslims all the time.
You can't be racist towards Muslims because Muslim is not a race. You can't be racist towards Muslims because Islam is not a race. It's a religion.
You can still be racist though.
No, you can't.
Like when the Jews and Nazis, they all killed all the Jews.
But Jewish people come from Judea. Where do Islamist people come from?
Jewish people come from Judea.
Okay, where do Islamists come from?
If I'm not wrong, it's either these two. I haven't really read the Quran that much. It's between two things. It's either Medina or Mecca, if I'm not wrong.
These are Arabs. These are Arabs, and this is the source of Islam, the religion. But Arabs originate from Arabia. Jews originate from Judea. But you can be a Chinese Muslim. You can be an Australian Muslim. You can be a Japanese Muslim. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But Jewish people don't...
You could be an American Jew.
Right. All Jews originate from Judea. Not all Muslims originate from Arabia. Because
so what if I want to become Jewish?
Then you're going to get denied 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah, Jews don't proselytize like Islam. We don't take the Shahada and that's it. We are Muslim. It doesn't work that way. You have to go through a very, very extreme process of conversion through an Orthodox organization that will convert you. It's a long process. Most people don't even finish it. And on top of that, you get denied 3 times. Because, again, it's not like Islam and Christianity, which are built on proselytizing and getting as many people into the religion as possible. It's not like that. So an Ashkenazi Jew, a Mizrahi Jew, and a Sephardic Jew all originate from the same place.
What about a Turkish Jew?
Same. The Jews were kicked out of Judea to Turkey. I mean, my grandpa, his grandparents came from Turkey. You understand?
Yeah,
but it's because all the Jews were exiled. Most of the Jews were exiled from Judea. My other grandparents were in Tunisia. You know, I know a lot of Jews with a lot of grandparents from Morocco, with a lot of grandparents from Iraq, from Iran, from Syria. My grandma's from Lebanon.
But I'm just saying, back to the racist thing.
You can't be racist towards Muslim. You can be Islamophobic, which is the fear of Islam. It's the fear of Islam because some aspects of Islam are pretty scary, I'm not going to lie.
Like what?
Like Surah 927, fight those who don't believe in Allah and Muhammad the Prophet and the Messenger. Because I don't believe in Muhammad, so that considers me a kuffar.
Yeah, if you don't believe in him, then you're going to go to hell.
Not only. If I'm a kuffar, what should happen to me according to the Quran?
Like I said, I didn't really read it that much.
I should be fought. Fight those who don't believe in Allah and Muhammad and the Messenger. I don't believe in the Messenger. It makes me a kuffar, means I should be fought.
What, like killed?
Fought. I don't know if killed is the definition, but fought. Which is...
Like fuck, do you mean, you don't literally mean like...
Yeah. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fought.
You know, you don't mean like actual like fuck.
No, not fuck.
Okay.
Fought.
Okay.
Fought.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. But yeah, there's I mean, I also know that in some imams teach very negative things about Jews and Christians, and they say that our necks should be cut because we are the bottom of the chain. They in Arabic there's a term. It's called din batil. You know what it means?
No.
That our religion is cancelled the moment Muhammad came to be. Din batil. It's an Arabic term. There's also an Arabic phrase saying the Saturday people, then the Sunday people. meaning we need to get rid of the Saturday people first, and then the Sunday people, the Jews first, then the Christians.
You're Saturday because you guys can't have any electricity or do anything on Saturday.
Right, and then the Christians are Sunday.
Sundays because they go to church on Sunday.
Exactly. So, but Arabs, there's an Arab phrase saying Saturday first, Sunday second, meaning they want to get rid of the Sunday people, the Saturday people first, then the Sunday people. And that's a scary term. Why would you want to get rid of me? Not you, not you. You are nice. I like you, but I'm talking about the religion.
That was thousands of years ago, my friend.
No, still happening. That's why October 7th happened. That's why 1948 war happened.
No. 1947 war, or 1948. That was you.
Who started
You
the
gotta
war?
admit that.
Who started the war?
You.
Five
when you guys.
Arab
No, when
countries.
you guys came from, when you guys were running from Nazi Germany, Palestine offered the land for you guys,
No, they didn't.
portion of the land for water. You guys had to provide water and electricity.
No, it's not what happened.
So what happened?
Jewish people, including Rothschild, purchased land from Arab people on the land. They purchased land. There was legal land purchases. And then Jewish people from Europe, from Tunisia, from Morocco, from Iran, Iraq, Middle East, all of this area, started immigrating back to Judea. But Jewish people always lived in Judea. Some Jews never left Jerusalem, some never left Hebron, some never left Safed, and some never left Tiberias. Ever. They always remained there. At some point, there were even a Jewish majority in Jerusalem. So, Jewish people belong on this land. Now, we never said that the Arabs should be kicked out. We never said that. We were willing to share the land. It's in our Declaration of Independence. To the Arab inhabitants of the land, help us build the land and receive exactly the same citizenship, exactly the same rights. It's in our Declaration of Independence. But the war in 1948 was launched by the Muslims, by the Arabs. 5 Arab countries invaded Israel for one goal: to eradicate the Jews.
What Arab countries was it?
It was, if I remember correctly, Iraq, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, and Egypt.
And what, they all wanted it back?
Of
Or
course.
what?
They actually, Jordan annexed Palestinian land between 1948 and 1967, and Egypt did the same thing with Gaza, 1948 till 1967. Same thing. So Egypt was controlling Gaza between 1948 and 1967. Why didn't they build a Palestinian state? Same applies to Jordan. Why didn't they build a Palestinian state and make Jerusalem as the capital? They didn't do it. They controlled it. Why didn't they do it?
So what is Palestine right now? A territory?
Palestine was always a territory before 1948. It was never a country, ever.
So what is it right now?
Right now, there's an area A in the West Bank, in Judea and Samaria, that is considered Palestinian territory. Area B is disputed. Area C is Israeli control. Gaza is considered Palestinian territory as well. But there's no one singular country. They're controlled by 2 different governments. Am I teaching you anything at all?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want civilians to die in Gaza, if that's your impression of me. I really don't. I really don't. I just don't see any other solution for releasing the hostages and getting rid of Hamas that's claiming that
Yo, what about the Palestinian hostages?
Which hostages?
The ones you guys have.
You mean the prisoners?
Oh, the hostages.
Why do you call them hostages? Hostages
You have hostages.
Hostages means that we took them from their homes when they're innocent and we didn't trial them.
You did.
Where? Are you talking about the people in administrative detention?
No, you're talking about the people that you guys took out of the house.
These people, the majority of the people, are convicted terrorists, stabbers, and people who ran over other people. Jews, specifically. Convicted terrorists that were trialed. And then there's people in administrative detention. People that the Shin Bet gave us information about, that they were about to participate in a terroristic attack or activity. So they were arrested before to prevent terrorist attacks. That's why. They're in administrative detention. So they were caught before the act.
You still have some hostages though.
But you don't know the definition of hostages, though. It's not the definition of a hostage. A hostage is an innocent person that's being taken and being held against his will in a different country or entity or...
Yeah, but you have some of our innocent
No, we
people.
don't. We don't.
You do.
No, we don't. Give me names. I want to research. I want to look them up.
Then why did you guys do a 7? Yeah, we did a 7-person exchange.
No, these were prisoners. Prisoners,
So
convicted
you
prisoners.
let go prisoners.
Hamas wants us to release prisoners for innocent civilians being held in Gaza, including babies.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you have some of our hostages.
They're not hostages, they're prisoners.
They're hostages.
Okay. You can call them whatever you want, but they're prisoners.
I'll always go out. They're hostages.
Why? Because it makes the situation equivalent?
No, because they're hostages. You took them out of their houses, and you took them.
With a cause. There was a reason why they were arrested. And then they were trialed either in a field military court or in a court. And the people that were not trialed are in administrative detention, meaning they were supposed to participate in terrorist activities and they were arrested before. You have no idea how many attacks were prevented because of this. And if you're asking me if that's if that's okay or not okay, of course it's fine. I prefer my people staying alive than people planning attacks and then doing it. But do you think the 1-year-old baby should not be released from captivity in
Do
Gaza?
you think a 1-year-old baby should die?
I think the 1-year-old baby should be released.
I don't think a 1-year-old baby should die.
I'm asking you about the 1-year-old kid that was taken from Israel.
I don't think that should happen.
Do you think he should be released?
I do think he should be released.
Do you think
But do you
Hamas-
think you should have killed the 1-year-old baby?
I don't think any baby should be killed. But that
So
is.
you see a wrong in your country doing that then?
But hold on. But I just said, I'm going to say it again. This is the cost of war. It happens in every war.
Okay, but do you think it's messed up that your country still did that, even though it's a cost of war?
That babies die and children die, of course. But this is war. This is war, and this is a war that Israel did not want in the first place.
But you're still killing babies.
Because it's war. In every war, people die. I don't want babies to die, but Israel didn't choose this war. It's Hamas that chose this war. Not me. Not my country. I was sleeping on a Saturday. I got a phone call from my sister. Lock the doors. Terrorists invaded the country. That's how my Saturday morning was like. You understand? I don't want people to die, but in order for that to happen, Hamas needs to surrender and the hostages need to be brought back. The moment that happens, bloodshed stops in Gaza. Point blank. That's it. But Hamas cannot remain in power because they said on live television that October 7th will happen every single year. Every year it will happen until Israel is obliterated. Every year. Your wheels are turning. I can see it.
Just like I said, man. Both countries are in the wrong.
I disagree, but it's okay. We can finish the conversation by disagreeing with one another. That's fine.
That's how most conversations end, brother.
No, it's not true, actually. It's not true.
I just don't understand why you think, okay, Israel didn't want the war. Okay, I understand that. Hamas started the war. Okay, I understand that. This is war. I understand that. But still,
Can I ask you?
Can
I ask you who's causing the people of Gaza to suffer right now?
The second?
Right now, yeah.
I would have to say Israel.
Okay, my answer is Hamas. Why are you saying Israel?
So, you're trying to get to Hamas, right? Like, you want to basically end Hamas.
Yes.
Okay, so why not let the innocent Palestinians come into your country?
Why would I?
If you're not trying to go after them, why won't you go?
Do you know how Hamas is fighting against the
How?
IDF? No military clothing whatsoever. All of them are wearing t-shirts, flip-flops, some of them shoes, regular pants, so they look like normal civilians. So if you let 2.2 innocent civilians into Israel, what guarantees that Hamas doesn't go inside with them? Also, why isn't any Arab country lets them in? Why doesn't Egypt let them in? Just for the war, and then they can
Because
come
there's
back.
too much that went in.
There's not too much. There's how many? There's like 300 million. How many people live in Egypt? 200.
Oh, there's too many Palestinians that went in.
Too many Palestinians. How is there too many Palestinians if in Egypt there's a population of 116 million people. What's 2.2 million for them? It's nothing. It's less than 2%.
It's a lot. Egypt doesn't really. Egypt is all land. You know that, right?
No, Egypt is huge.
They have. I don't know. I'm saying they have three. Like, they have 4 big cities.
Okay, that's fine. Is it better than staying in Gaza and being under the rule of Hamas and under the destruction of Hamas? Because Hamas doesn't.
Okay, well, Egypt has 4. They have only. I know 2 places in Egypt, which is Old Cairo. Old Cairo is hood.
Okay.
Okay, Old Cairo is very dangerous for anybody.
I don't think they're gonna care so much. I don't
They'll
think they're
care.
gonna. I don't think
because
they're
they'll
gonna
die there.
No,
they'll die there like they're dying there.
Why would they die there?
They're hood. Do you understand? Don't kill anybody.
So would you?
Don't rob.
Would you prefer? I think the people that will do it are the Palestinians, not the people from Egypt. But Egypt was already controlling Gaza. Why do they have such a problem absorbing a few people in while the war is happening?
Search up on your phone.
I did.
How many immigrants did Egypt? How many Palestinian immigrants did Egypt let in?
Listen, no matter what you say, in a country with a population of 116 million people, 2.2 million people is nothing. Nothing.
So
for Israel,
America has 300 million.
As for Israel, a 9 million people country, you're saying that we need to absorb what? Almost 20%? Almost 20% of our population needs to come into Israel? Hell no.
Okay, go on your phone. Search up how much land does the American population cover?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does.
Egypt can save a bunch of Palestinians according to
Okay,
you.
search up how much population how much population covers Egyptian land? I'm not skipping you. I just have to check my phone percentage. Give me 1 second.
I don't see anything, but I think that's an excuse.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think they prefer living in the hood, or they can be sent to Alexandria and be there rather than to be in Gaza. I don't think they're going to have so many complaints. But the question is, why Egypt will never do it? Only if you pay them. Egypt only let people with different passports into Egypt, or people that paid them a bunch of money to go into Egypt. But if you want the people of Gaza to be safe, they should let them in. You know why they're not going to do it? Because they know that Hamas will go in with them.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, necessarily. The only reason there's a stronger fence between Egypt and Gaza, the only reason is because of Hamas. The blockade was stronger from the Egyptian side because of Hamas. Hamas is the root of all evil, and it should be eliminated. I think the government should change in Gaza. That way the people in Gaza can live better lives without the government starting a war every 4 years. That's my stance. And if Hamas would not have invaded Israel on October the 7th, there would not have been a single dead Gazans. Not a single one. So Yala, I'm going to speak to my wife. Have a good one, brother.
You too.
Hey, OfficialSaharTV, we staying legit, protect the people everywhere. Never gonna quit, saying loud, saying proud, let the whole world see. It's OfficialSaharTV, bringing unity.